In this video, you will be able to learn about mitosis and what are the processes involved in mitosis. Okay, let's move on. Now, mitosis simply takes place in somatic cells. Now, what I meant by somatic cells here is that somatic cells is any cells in your body. Let me repeat, any cells in your body. It could be skin cell, skin, mouth, eyes, stomach, and so on. Anything, any part of your body, even your hair cell, everything, except for sperm and ovum. Okay, remember somatic cells is not sperm or ovum. So this somatic cell represents skin, eyes, hair, or any parts of your body, anything except ovum and sperm. Okay, as for plants, it may take place in roots, the akar of the plant, or shoot, the pucuk. Okay, if you don't understand this, okay, this is the shoot of the plant. Let's say this is the leaf, this is the flower, and down there they got akar, right? The root. So this is what it meant, and the pucuk here, the shoot refers to the stem here. Okay, so mitosis can occur in plants in those areas such as roots and shoot, whereas for humans and animals, any part of their body, any cells like skin cells, eyes, hair cells, but not sperm or ovum. Okay, moving on to next. Now, why mitosis is very important? This one you should take note as well, because why? For growth. Okay, in order for you to grow from 1 year to 2 year, or even to get fat, or even to gain size, this is called growth. Okay, so mitosis, that means additional cells will be also be there. And also from time to time, you will have damaged cells. Why you would have damaged cells? Because of injuries and also wound. Okay, some accidents or something. So obviously your cells, right, will be damaged. So to replace that, that means to ganti balik this one, the damaged one. So you need to undergo mitosis. And also for asexual reproductions in plants. Well, let's just focus on humans and animals. We don't focus on plants first. Now imagine that you have an injured skin like this. Okay, now this injured skin has to be replaced. You have to ganti balik the replace the damaged skin. Okay, now if you look inside this skin, right, inside the skin there is millions of cells. This is how one cell looks like in this picture over here. So a normal cell might consist of nucleus, and inside the nucleus you got little bit tiny dots, and the most important thing in mitosis is one structure here, a pair of structure which is called centrioles. CENTRIOLES. Please bear that in your mind. Now, what is inside nucleus? Let's just have a look in a zoom version. Now, what is inside nucleus? A nucleus here consists of many chromosomes. Now, you must remember one thing. In humans, right, we have 46 chromosomes. Okay, this chromosome carries your DNA. Now, how do you get this 46? 23 comes from your father, and another 23 comes from the mother. Okay, and let's say I'm drawing here, all the chromosome will look like this, like a snake-like structure, very long without anything, and each of them will have different sizes. Okay, so the blue color one, consider it is from the father, and the red color one, consider it is from the mother. So it will look like this originally. Now whenever it's time to do mitosis, right, mitosis may be because you have injured your skin, you have wound, so mitosis will take place. There are 4 stages in mitosis: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Okay, we call it as PMAT. Now let's look at what happens at during the stages of prophase. Now in prophase, right, earlier we have seen that the nucleus has this structure. Okay, like this is nucleus. Inside nucleus got many chromosomes, right? In this form, like this. Okay, and 23 from father, and the red color which is from mother, another 23. Okay, I'm just drawing here 6 only because tak cukup tempat. Alright. Okay, next one. Now what will happen here is that the chromosome in the nucleus will become shorter and thicker. And at this moment, when they become shorter and thicker, they are more visible. What I meant by that, for example, let's take this blue color here, one strand. This strand will coil up, coil up, coil up like this, become shorter and thicker, and it will form an X shape. As you can see, it looks like an X shape. So the X shape is this one here. Each chromosome in this X shape has one center in the middle, in the center, in the middle portion, which is called centromere. The button over here, the circle one. Okay. Now the balance 45 chromosome also will undergo the same thing and will look like this. Okay. Now if you look at each of the chromosome right now at this moment, you can actually classify them and also categorize them into this condition. Okay, sorry, I'll go back to the previous slide. Okay, now look at this one. This one looks like this, right? This is a condensed and the chromosome that has become thicker. Okay, there's a center here. The center is called centromere. So remember the spelling as well. Now, if you look at this one, the chromosome has left side and right hand side. Okay, it looks like a pair of scissor gunting. Now, each side here and each side here is called sister chromatid. Now, the left side is called sister chromatid, sister SER, sister chromatid, and the other side is also called sister chromatid. Okay, so mainly most of the time we just call it as chromatids. One chromosome will have 2 sister chromatids. Remember these 2 chromatids. One chromosome. Each chromosome will have 2 chromatids. So this is what happens during prophase. Okay, the main thing. Okay, another additional things that will also occur during this prophase is, if you remember our cell, imagine that this is the cell. This is the nucleus right now. Inside the nucleus, you have the X-shaped chromosome here. Okay, they have become shorter and thicker, and they have 2 sister chromatid. Okay, remember 2 chromatid. If you don't know how to tell the sister chromatid, there is one structure called centrioles. Okay, this is in pair. In pair means they will always occur in these two. Okay, so what will happen here is that in this condition, so this centriole will move to the other side. One of it will slowly move to the other side. Okay, opposite pole here. and one will remain. Okay, what I meant by here, earlier it is in this case, so this one of it will go to the other side here, like this, and a spindle fiber will be formed slowly. Spindle fiber will be formed slowly, and slowly as well the nucleus will disappear. The nucleus membrane will disappear. That means the X chromosome will be free to go anywhere right now. Okay, now let's have a look at what happens at metaphase to the chromosomes. Now, at this point, if you can see, the spindle fiber has fully formed. The spindle fiber. Okay, this is the centrioles that I've been talking about earlier. Okay, so this is another pair of it as well on the opposite side. So centrioles will form spindle fiber, okay, a spider web like structure. And if you look at the chromosome, all the 46 chromosome will line up at the middle. So the chromosomes will arrange or line up at the equal. Okay, let me erase this one. At the equatorial plane. Equatorial plane means at the center, at the middle part. Now, each of the chromosome, right, if you remember, they have centromere, right? They will attach to the spindle fiber, okay? They will not line up simply. They have to attach to the spindle fiber in order to line up. Now, after they line up, they will go to the third stage. Third phase is called anaphase. At anaphase, the centromere, the middle portion, will split, separate. Separate into two. So if you remember, we have chromatids, right? Two chromatids. Each chromosomes will have two chromatids. This is one chromatid and this is another chromatid. Now each of them will get separated. When they get separated, one go this side, one go this side. So, so the chromatids will separate and move towards the opposite poles of the cell. Okay, next one, the last stage of mitosis is telophase. At telophase, right, each of the chromatids will reach the opposite poles. Once they reach, right, if you remember, they were in this shape. What will happen is they will uncoil, that means they will not coil up, they will uncoil and form back the string, the tally-like structure like this, as you can see over here, and also in this cell as well. So what will happen here is the cell also will start to divide. Cell will start to divide because after nucleus divide, the cell will divide because they have separated what. And next, if you remember, the nuclear membrane has disappeared at prophase. Now at telophase, the nuclear membrane will form again. You can see back this one, the structure here, this one. Okay, they form back again. And finally, at telophase as well, you can see at the final stage, two cells are being formed. Okay, so when this happened, right, remember we were talking about the injured skin here. Now, what happened to your skin after mitosis? This is what happens to your skin. Okay, now remember we have an injured skin cell up here, this one. So down bottom of part of your skin, right, a new skin cell will be produced. Remember, we have now two new cells. This new cells is called new skin cell. They will slowly come up to replace the dead or injured skin cell. So you will have a new one. Likewise in here, you will have a new one again. It will look clearer right now. So that's it for mitosis. Do some revision about it again.